This systematic desensitization has been shown to have a number of positive outcomes for people who are suffering from phobia. Okay, from phobia. So again, remember, there are two key things that have to happen in order for people to see some positive changes to their behavior. You've got to have a therapeutic relationship with the therapist. Feel like it's the two of you working against the symptoms, and you've got to make sure you get the right type of therapy for the right disorder that you are suffering from. Systematic desensitization goes with phobias very well. So, you're going to do two things to start this. You're going to set up a hierarchy. So, at the top of the hierarchy is going to be the most fear-provoking part of the thing that you're afraid of. Okay? And we're also going to teach you how to stay calm when you are in the presence of your feared stimulus. That is based on the idea of reciprocal inhibition. It is physiologically impossible to be afraid and calm at the same time. You can't do it. You cannot be afraid and calm at the same time. So we are going to teach you how to remain calm when you are in the presence of your feared stimulus. So again, remember mine. You remember what I'm afraid of. I'm going to say it out loud again. Dogs, excellent. And in particular, yeah, all dogs. Yeah, I don't like dogs. At the top of that list is going to be, well, we'll say German Shepherds. That's what I got chased by when I was 9 years old or 10 years old or whatever the case might be. So at the top of the list is going to be an unchained, unleashed, unmuzzled, salivating German Shepherd. At the bottom of the hierarchy might be something like read a book. No, not a Chihuahua. No, my wife has always said that the smaller dogs are worse than the bigger dogs. At any rate, at the bottom of the list is going to be read a book about German Shepherds. Okay? And let's assume I've got to do that 3 times while staying calm. And then the second thing I've got to do is watch a movie about German Shepherds. And I've got to do that 3 times while staying calm. And then the third thing might be seek out a therapist who is going to have a German Shepherd in a cage, leashed to the cage, and muzzled. And then the fourth thing is going to be, again, see that therapist, and now the dog is outside the cage, but still leashed to it and still muzzled. And 5, and then 6, and so then eventually at number, we'll say 10, the idea will be that I will have this unleashed, uncaged, unmuzzled German Shepherd sitting in my lap. By the way, I have 0 inclination to do that. Okay? I have 0 motivation to have any dog sitting in my lap. So I'm not going to actually do that, by the way, okay? But just so that you get the idea. So again, the idea is to gradually expose people to their feared stimulus in order to help them overcome that fear. So you do it one bit at a time, one bit at a time, one little bit at a time. There is an opposite type of theory to get over phobia, because the concern with this one is that people won't do this on their own. They can't do this on their own because of something like negative reinforcement. So the idea is that you're just going to stay away from all of this because staying away reduces your anxiety, so it keeps you stay away from it. And I believe the other one is called flooding. So forget going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're just going to jump right to 10. We're just going to put an unleashed, uncaged, unmuzzled, barking German Shepherd in your lap, Matt, and you can learn right away that there's nothing to be afraid of. We see the problem with that one too, right? This is probably the better of those 2. Vicarious desensitization, so we'll move right to this one. So again, vicarious, you're going to learn to do this by watching someone else do it. Sometimes, depending on what your fear is, it is not reasonable to expect you to be able to go to do step 1 3 times, step 2 3 times, step 3 3 times, step 4 4 times. It might be too costly. It might be impractical. So imagine for a moment that you had a phobia of flying on planes. And so you could just imagine having to go through step 1. So step 1, drive to an airport. Do that 3 times. Step 2, pay for parking at the airport 3 times. Step 3, check your bags 3 times. Step 4, proceed to the boarding area 3 times. What do we have, 5 now? Step 5, get on the plane 3 times. Wow, you gotta have a ticket every time you want to do that. That gets expensive, right? Step 6, I don't know how you get off the plane now, by the way. Step 6 and so forth. So you gotta buy a ticket an awful lot of times, and just to get off the plane before the plane even leaves, is allowed to go down the runway. So, can't do that. It's going to be impossible. It is going to be costly. It's going to be all that kind of stuff. So you can do vicarious desensitization. So you're going to watch somebody sit on do all those stages, sit on the plane, go through their, we'll say, meditation type of techniques in order to calm themselves down and relax themselves so that they can stay on that plane.